this game for the championship of the AFC North. And off we go from Western PA. A lot of penalty marker to begin this one. Looks like it'll be an even longer field for Baltimore. Sean Smith is our referee.
27. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Here's the Baltimore offense.
Flowers, Boston College.
Mark Andrews, Oklahoma.
Isaiah Likely, Coastal Carolina.
Ronnie Stanley.
Roger Rosengarten, University of Washington.
That line intact all but one game this year. They're the #1. Here we go. First play, Henry, right. And Derrick Henry into the open field right away. Line with a flag at the back end of the play. So the man coming off the huge 206, Captain Cam Hayward, is injured at the end of it.
No foul, illegal blindside block. Offense, number 4. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Flowers asking why. Looked up at the big screen and didn't agree with the call. Let's watch, Chris.
Check that out next, but Derrick Henry, as he's done typically on Sunday night, this guy ends up making use on that one.
Terry McCauley, our rules analyst, joins us. Terry?
Yeah, Mike, for it to be an illegal block, opponent's in line. This is a perfectly legal block.
And here's what happens to Hayward, who was chasing the play down. This is about off the field with the assistance of the athletic training staff. The ball backed up to the 41-yard line of Baltimore, to the 44. Oh, we'll just settle into this one, huh? It's on tilt from the start. Lamar hamstring last week, a back injury that Melissa just talked about. A year with more injuries than incredible plays for the two-time league MVP. 2nd and 7. We'll get it to Isaiah Likely over there. Third down coming up.
All right, let's catch our breath here a little bit,
Yeah.
all right? And start off with the fact that what did they do right with him? This man has a collapsed lung. He had surgery. He sort of found his way back into the lineup, and they're...
Third and long one. And it's a keep. Jackson pulls it, runs to the keeping and running.
Well, and this was what we saw when these two teams played before. And that was another question. This was an option play, right? Lamar Jackson, if he's not feeling right, he's going so far for the Ravens.
Just outside the 45, Henry through one-arm tackle. He'll gain 2.
Ohio State.
Keanu Benton from Janesville Craig High School.
Derek Harmon, Oregon.
Alex Highsmith, Charlotte.
Patrick Queen, Lenore Ryan.
Jalen Ramsey, Purpose Prep.
Joey Porter Jr., King in the North.
It's not just Watt coming back. He is tackled by Malik Harrison. 38-yard line is where they're going to spot this, about 3 shy. If inside, Terrell Austin calling the defense in for the Steelers. No Henry, Rasheen Ali is the back. He's got it, and he is stopped. Keanu Benton on the other 57 yards.
I'm thinking we're probably going to see him go for it here. Yep, at least.
Benton, the third-year man from Wisconsin, part of that 4th and 3. No Rashad Bateman, the receiver's out for Montez Walker. His 3rd of the season, walks into the end zone. Baltimore scores first.
Jalen Ramsey was expecting something quick. If it is one, no slant, no quick throw, go for the bomb, and there you go. The Ravens wide open from the start.
Tyler Loop on for the extra point. He missed 2. All's Walker. 4 of them have been touchdowns. None bigger than that one to put Baltimore up in this North Championship game. Team Mike Tomlin, both immense respect for how the program on each side, Pittsburgh, Kenneth Gainwell, and Jalen Warren. And it got past his would-be tackler, out to the 37-yard line. Nice return as Chris, we go back to the touchdown.
You don't have time to throw anything down the field like that. So he squatted on the route and got burned right by Walker there. Little semi no-look, throw it off the side shoulder, and I would say Lamar
fully ready to go. So too is Aaron Rodgers. Is Warren, he'll get 2. Penalty flag comes down right away and thrown right at the block.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 95.
Warren is an edge player. will take the ball across midfield for the Steelers. It'll be at the Ravens 46.
We're trying to figure out, is this going to be 13-10, 16-14? What are we going to get out of this thing?
It's from the Steelers, both backs, Gainwell and Warren in the game. It's been effective when they've used it. Warren, open field.
Jalen Warren, Oklahoma State.
Calvin Austin III, Memphis State University.
Adam Thielen, Detroit Lake.
Pat Fryer, Oregon State.
Zach Frazier, West Virginia.
Mason McCormick, South Dakota State.
Troy Fartanen, Washington.
Low 6 points at Cleveland last week for Rodgers. Pocket collapses, gets rid of it, incomplete over the head. The first meeting between these teams. This is game 272 of this season. It's game 286 of Aaron Rodgers' career. Pretty good, trying to win a 9th division title as a starting quarterback here tonight. And they want. Almost caught him with the hard. Nate Wiggins back defensively for Baltimore, and Slow, the second-year corner out of Clemson.
But Mike, that's exactly what Aaron Rodgers, 7 for 148, simply to DK Metcalf alone. So they come out first drive here, Cap, if they might get back to man-to-man that they played them in the first time.
So lefty kicker hangs it high. Wester comes to fair catch at the 14-yard line. Baltimore back on the field. Replay. Derrick Henry left. Good run on the first play of the game. Brought down by Hayward back in the game.
Cam Hayward has been one of the top pass rushers in the league this year, and one of the that time was the Ravens came in with a huge group of tight ends and fullbacks.
Zay Flowers running around in motion. The eye candy to divert the eyes from Henry. 216-yard game in Green Bay last Saturday night on Peacock. Chris, he carried it 36 times. He's carried 2.
I think lesson learned from the Green Bay game. Nobody can play this Baltimore offense with 4 down line times.
You're on 3rd and 1. It's a give to Henry. He's got the first down. Keanu Benton. Think about what happened in that playoff game that these teams played last year. The Ravens ran it 50 times for 299 yards. Guy on a night like this.
No doubt about it. I mean, they went out and got Derek Harmon in the first round, Y.A. Black in the 5th round, and here so far.
There's 2 rookies in the game right now. Lamar looking in the pocket down the top receiver for the Ravens this year, Zay Flowers.
I want you to see how tight side ear here. And that is more risk than they probably would like to take at this point in the pace.
Y.A. Black, that rookie Chris just mentioned, the 5th round pick, one of those guys.
Defense. Low hit. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Can't go low, Mike.
It looked like the leg got stuck out by Borres there, tripped him up, and it was the Steelers who got.
Instead, it takes it out to the 41. For the Ravens. And he'll get about 3 right around the 44-yard line. Minutes without Derrick Henry getting on the field. And John Harbaugh even said last night, Mitch will be in, but I want 22 in the game.
I said, are you still going to rotate your backs? He said, we're not rotating anything.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Right. As he was trying to accelerate, minimal gain. 3rd and a half dozen coming up.
The other, what they're doing defensively. So Malik Harrison, who used to be with Baltimore, was brought here specifically in this first quarter.
Tina leaves the back, picks up the pressure for the moment. Now he cannot get away. Nick Herbig has been too strong for Ali, and Baltimore will punch it away.
The edge players on this football around the middle is the other one, Nick Herbig, and you get Roquan or Patrick Queen in there to Pittsburgh Steelers defense, and we've seen the flash now of Baltimore's offense.
Jordan Stout kicking good 15. They went for the block, so he doesn't have much support. He's going to be down around the 26-yard line. So the Panther Steeler fans, both teams call this building home. Gainwell is the back. He'll take it.
St. Ignatius High School.
John Jenkins, Georgia.
Travis Jones, Connecticut.
Davis Robinson, Ole Miss.
Kyle Van
Clemson. Kyle Hamilton, Notre Dame.
Malachi Starks, Georgia.
Marlon Humphrey, Alabama.
And it cornerback Nate Wiggins.
Yes, quick update. When he came to the sideline, he told the athletic training staff he was okay, but then the spotter.
In for the first 2 plays of this drive. 3rd and a long 5.
Hey, Jelly.
4 rush. Rogers scans. Gainwell gets there. First down at the down Pittsburgh.
So Aaron Rodgers has his own quarterback, I think, than any offense I've ever heard. 4 nights a week together.
With 36, Rodgers on the throw toward the stage from Green Bay. Rodgers keeping this at a quick tempo. Those old sugar huddle, not getting into a huddle.
Yes, on this team, guys that understand what he's doing at the line of scrimmage.
This will be a run inside. Plays are being called technically by Arthur Smith, the offensive coordinator for the Steelers, trying to match wits with in this game is going to be Aaron at the line of scrimmage.
No question, and they spend hours and hours communicating with these.
3rd and 3, Roquan Smith backed out of that blitz. It's Gainwell stopped shy of it by Trent. Teddy Buchanan stops Gainwell short of the first down. 4th down and about a yard or so.
And that looked like it was going to be an easy first down. It was not. And did I see Cam Hayward run onto the field?
Yeah.
That is.
You got it. There you go. Inside, it's the push of Connor Hayward, who was stopped short of the first down, and the ball belongs to the Ravens. Him in the backfield trying to push his brother along. Help a brother along. It is all new meaning to the brotherly.
Amazing that they tried that play right there. That was a good, healthy. I think he could believe it because there was a lot of movement. You can't ask for a whole lot more success on a quarterback sneak than that.
So denied and handing Baltimore great field position at the Steelers 45. He has run it on 9 of the 16 Baltimore plays in this first quarter.
Yeah, and that means that Malik game, you're going to see number 50, Malik Harrison in the game. And when they get it to more of that passing kind of set, number 41.
2nd and 6, another Henry run. This one around the edge and able to get the edge and get the first down with Henry.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. They had Malik Harrison out on the inside as Alex Highsmith, the guy who typically is the one playing on the edge. And so they allowed Derrick Henry to get outside.
79 yards. He had the one big one for 41, but it is exactly Speedy back gets to the 23 as we come to the end of the first quarter where Baltimore has had the upper, scoring them 7-0, stopping Rodgers in the offense on 4th down, and the Ravens are on the move. Sunday Night Football continues. Devontae Walker. Henry in there, picked up the block for the moment, the chase by Highsmith. It's no gain, it's 4th down, it's a Tyler Loop field goal attempt coming from about 40 yards.
You got Lamar Jackson against a defensive lineman. He's going to outrun that guy every time. Harmon took the right angle.
Ravens for a long period, many big kicks, but they drafted for the first time in their 30-year history. Knocks it through. So the decision to go for it on 4th down leaves a short field. It's only a 20, usually right in the mix, and tonight it is the first win or go home. Gainwell got through the first wave. Flag is down on the opposite side as Gainwell sachets away from where the blocking was taking place.
For the slide of the foul, first down.
That is on Jabril Peppers and takes away the good field position. A bunch of these. What is it about this rivalry that just takes it to another level?
Well, it used to be that the coaches all hated each other. When I leave the stadium from calling one of these games, it's who out-hit who, right? I mean, it really comes down to that. T.J. Watt and some of these guys maybe not 100%, but at some point that has to switch. You go, right. It's that kind of a game when you got reports from the sideline, but this is really so far.
2 yards across the 27-yard line. John Jenkins, Brent Urban in there for that.
I think that we just basically have to go back to the fact that, you know, without Metcalf, what is this? So this is 5 quarters without him that they have not been good. This ends up being the most consequent.
2nd and 8. Rodgers gives Warren left side. Only a yard there. Speaking to Chris's point, only 6 points scored last week against Cleveland, and none so far tonight.
The way he fights his way through. He was tremendous a week ago, and he has, since he got paid that contract.
3rd and 7. Runs for the first down with his yards after catch. It'll bring it to the 40-yard line.
Well, there's a reason why without Metcalf, you were going to see him have to make a lot of these kinds of plays. Now, so far, on the field, things start to happen. But for right now, I think it'll be the tight ends, and I think it'll be Gainwell who gets this offense jump-started.
Made a man miss. Got a first down and more. Gain of 17 as Jalen Warren.
This is effectively like a running play almost, because you've got Jonnu Smith, who is like a lead, even though it looks like a passing game. Effectively, this is a way to run the football outside that they can't get.
2/3 of their passing yards come after the throw. They pass Rodgers, looking deep downfield. Cleared it out. Smith was coming across. Rodgers and he misconnect.
That's going to clear out down here, and then you've got the route coming over. Look how wide open this is. Look at the space. And you could see Aaron kind of shuffle his feet for a minute. Maybe wasn't sure if he's going deep or across the field, but oh my.
An inside throw that'll gain 4 with Scotty Miller. Scotty Miller, Adam Thielen, Marquez. That's why you see a lot of tight ends and running backs. There's not a number 1 quote-unquote receiver on this team right now.
There was Valdez-Scantling can be, but on that play, he was best used clearing space out, and they just missed it.
3rd and 6. Ravens drop 1, so 4 rush. Rodgers finds space. Will he take off and run for it? Robinson saw it right there, throws him out of bounds. Field goal from here is 57 yards, and I'll tell you, Boswell struck
down every time. He simply backed away from it because he knew the angle wasn't going to work for him. Tavius Rob.
Chris Boswell, 8 of 10 from 50+. This is a 57-yarder. Missed multiple 50+ field goals and more from 57 to put the Ravens on the board. Great you said, Chris. You found that was from 57. The Baltimore leads. And tonight you see your Thursday in the hunting park. 10-3. Chris.
Let's go back to T.J. Watt here. He is coming off that collapsed lung. He had surgery. I'm not sure how long he can sustain. He has told us that he was in tremendous pain. Hold his side, and you know he's playing on guts alone out here tonight.
As the night goes on, to see how much he had, how he was feeling coming back from that surgery. First down, Lamar Jackson. As Jackson didn't pull away, it's a gain of 3 for the moment. We've got a flag, and we've also got an
Cam Hayward came right into the back in the middle of a battle.
Offense number 7.
So imagine a 380-pound man trying to hold off a block. It was on Ronnie Stanley, and that really is sort of what initiated this whole thing. Watch this whole pile come this way. So you get the pressure above the shoulder pads and the pressure below, and
Roger Rosengarten pick him up. He and Faalele have been next to each other for virtually every snap of the season. It has been relied on by the Ravens. He gets up in a ton of pain. Emory Jones out of LSU. When we saw the Ravens on Thanksgiving before their game against the Bengals, John Harbaugh told us 13 snaps in the Sunday night game against New England, and now here he is in the biggest game of the season.
And you're first and a long way to go, right? He can play within this offense.
Hayward the tackle again. He's all over the place.
The one thing they do not want to have happen is Pittsburgh Steelers are notoriously patient. They will slowly grind a game down until you get what they can't handle is if a team like Baltimore runs off on it, and they have to play catch up.
Thought about the jump pass, couldn't get it over Highsmith, tries to take off. Highsmith tracks him down. Watt was out and others not available. Continues to answer the call.
When Highsmith got fooled, and then he ran down Lamar Jackson. And that was a big moment. Now you've got him 3rd and...
Places and live. Just give it to Henry. He can get, came over from the Patriots. He had the hit on Henry and will force a punt.
Let's call that a moment. Great. But we have seen this defense awaken now. Tucker he was making
out. They had a big rush on Stout. This looks like it's more set up to block for a Calvin Austin return. Austin from the 16. Ravens have it well covered. Not much of a return. Malachi Starks. So glad to be here in Pittsburgh for this opportunity, which we thought was for 1 year, but who knows? Rogers, Valdez, Scantling. We walked into the meeting at the Steelers facility on Friday. I was like, hey, let's go. This is maybe our last production meeting with Aaron. So, have you playing again? Because he had fun this year playing for Pittsburgh and for Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, and to the playoffs without DK Metcalf. That would be a really impressive accomplishment because
Wiggins with the coverage, incomplete, trying to get it to Adam Thielen, the veteran receiver. You talk about the
watch this team play. One of the best games we saw Aaron Rodgers play this year was against the Ravens.
Yeah, that's right.
He looked great. He's hitting deep open, but this offense doesn't have that sort of weaponry without him. And so somehow for the Pittsburgh Steelers over the next 3 quarters.
3rd and 10, and everything was covered. So they try to go to the air 3 times, dropping back in coverage. Had that one blanketed. And that's an 0 for 3 passing, 3 and out for Pittsburgh.
Which is something, I guess, at his age, he'd love to do, but they kind of have this whole thing blanketed and want the ball out of his hands to his receivers as quickly as possible.
Flag is down. The left-footed kicker west the scrimmage. You saw Jabril Peppers, the gunner, was pointing out to his right before the snap came to. Going over to talk to John Harbaugh. This would be accepted penalty number 7 on the night.
5-yard penalty. Replay, 4th down.
So they're going to ask him to re-kick it.
Yeah, I like that too. Because go do it again, and you get a little tired, and sometimes you can break one of these.
He has Ben Skoranek to come back. Pepper guys trying to keep Skoranek from getting in play. They know they're going to have to find ways to get Skoranek free against that.
And now they've got the return set up, so an opportunity here for the Ravens.
Everybody gets organized. A lot of little stuff for 53 yards, but this is a game where every little thing matters. Daniel Faalele, the right guard, is back in after leaving during the last drive with injury. And a 1st down. Henry over 100 yards in the first half.
These linebackers, and Derrick Henry can get a yard or 2 on the other side of the line of scrimmage. You could see one side, that is a 300-pound fullback coming down, and it is intimidating.
He's got 111. The Ravens had their own moment, knowing that they had a game tonight to make the playoffs. Incomplete. Zay Flowers.
That he had to pinch himself when he looked around at the offense and saw all the weapons they had. But those weapons have rarely been on the field. We're really made of. And now with everyone healthy, he said we're peaking at the right time. If we let our talent shine.
The Ravens could be really hot down the stretch. Got to get in. Got to win tonight. 3rd and 9. There goes Jackson to the 28-yard line. There is a flag down, though, where that hole opened up. So hold the phone.
Offense number 64. 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
That is their Pro Bowl center.
Or at least man coverage with one spy right there, and there was no reason for Linderbaum to hold. You got nobody's going to tackle Lamar with that much space. And Linderbaum, who has just been a tremendous player for this team.
Zay Flowers trying to get some blocks. There it goes. And a long 6. Field goal from here would be 59 yards. Harbaugh told us last night. Ball. So interesting. Tomlin went for it on 4th. They're going to ask Jordan Stout to try to put it inside the 20 for the 22nd time this year.
It needs to be great.
It was all of that, Chris. Stopped by Tyler Wallace over at the 9-yard line. Long field for
White, Nate Wiggins there to make the play. This was the killer. They had it set up, cleared out deep. Just simply could not with the arm. He can certainly throw it with anybody, even today. The legs, not so much. That'd be a 1st down every time.
At 42 years old, playing his 21st season. 21 plays tonight for Pat. Warren right, they do so. Good game to the 24. That's 15. And a Pittsburgh 1st.
When he is in the game at fullback, that time they motion back in. When this guy is lead blocking, it starts this kind of a running game, some kind, and allow Aaron Rodgers to get to some play action. this could be.
How many tight end catches tonight? Valdez Scantling, Kyle Hamilton throws him down, gain of just a yard, and he changes the game wherever he plays.
Well, first of all, he's the best safety in football right now. And that allowed Kyle Hamilton to come down around the line of scrimmage. And when that happened, this defense.
That's what we're waiting. We'll be watching at halftime. Find out where we're all going next weekend. Terrific wild card weekend. Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara, right here on NBC. Out of the 2-minute timeout, 2nd and 9 from 25. Incomplete. So intended for a tight end who hasn't caught one yet. And Wiggins comes up.
Kind of offense, but you got a tight end against one of the fastest players in the National Football League. Really for Wiggins, he was not very good a week ago against Green Bay, and so far in this one, he's done really well.
Again, it's a 4-man rush. Rodgers has room to throw, room to run as well, and he gets there.
I can't tell you how many defenses I have seen. Always. Earlier in the first quarter, he just couldn't get there. Enough of a gap that time, and here we go.
On by Adam Thielen for 8 to the Ravens, 7 to the Ravens last year. That was when he started the season.
And we've seen this offense pick up a little bit when they've gone.
The Ravens add some pressure. They don't. They'll slip inside. The bounce outside for Gainwell. Pittsburgh in a good spot right now as a timeout is taken.
So let's just dump it down to our guy, right? No problem at all. Let's let him turn around, little screen pass, and here. He once asked me, you want to try and match wits with me? I was like, no.
No, thank you.
No chance whatsoever. But defenses really gives him the advantage to try to go faster and faster and faster.
And Melissa, Adam Thielen a part of that.
Yeah, you wanted the chance to end his career with a playoff contender, so asked the Vikings to waive him. And when the Steelers claim.
There's the inside throw to Austin, who hangs on to it as he goes to the ground at the 24-yard line. Calvin Austin back.
Great right now. They're playing basically a shell coverage. And when he saw Kyle Hamilton come out.
The last word to Austin. Here comes the pressure. He goes. Said they spend so much time together. Tuesday nights at Rodgers' house. Wednesday and Thursday, Aaron leads film sessions. And again,
killed him when they tried to blitz him. 9 for 12, 119 yards and a touchdown. They came with the blitz there. Let's see if the
29 seconds left. Take their second timeout with 22 seconds left. He's also a yard shy of the first down. The offense that looked good last week against Cleveland were both 2-minute drives. The end of the first half, the end of the second half.
It's the great. He can't move the way that he used to. He can think at least as well as he used to, right? And maybe, but now because of all those sessions you talked about, right? They're at his house every Tuesday night. They stay after practice every Wednesday. Is a little bit of the end of that process, and it's working.
Rodgers, a receiver like Scotty Miller and Adam Thielen was in the division, that veteran knowledge. It's 3rd and 2 as they marked him at the 16-yard line.
And still go over the middle of the field. You have a timeout.
Stop. It's the correct call. So the Steelers bang their final timeout with almost 15 seconds.
To 15 seconds.
Thank you, Sean Smith.
Huge play that time by Chidobe Awuzie, because now he limits scrimmage, but it's a little dicey.
If you throw it over the middle?
Exactly. So now you're sort of limiting a throw to the out.
And the plays down here is where you go to DK Metcalf. Those back shoulder throws that they tried the 3 to. He's the tight end. He's lined up. 3rd in from the top. Throwing towards Austin, incomplete. He wants the flag on TJ Tampa, who's engaged with him. No call, 11 seconds left, second down.
Yeah, and I think Aaron Rodgers saw that Pat Freiermuth, making sure they had inside out that time on Freiermuth.
Get a healthy 5 yards. Seconds left, no timeouts. Beating the play clock. 3.
Still tough because that little halfback option in the middle of the field, you may get tackled in the field of play, but man,
you've got to protect the 3 points in a game like this, don't you?
Absolutely. But I'm just saying,
Gotcha.
I've seen Aaron Rodgers.
Rodgers throws it to the back of the end zone. Hamilton flagged for pass interference with 2 seconds. Snap coming up.
Pass interference. Defense number 14. The foul occurred in the end.
Got to, right?
You got to go. This is to win championships. This is a divisional championship. Like, he still went there.
First pass interference of the year on Hamilton. First and goal. Steelers going for a tying score here before the break.
MBS got all 3 of those.
Gilman says no. The Steelers are denied. The Ravens take the lead and momentum.
I don't know what the theory was there because they were completely outmanned. You put one guy and never had a chance.
And Gilman, who came over in the trade from the Chargers, comes up with the 10-10 or 10-6, is now 10-3, and Melissa has Mike Tomlin. Go ahead, Melissa.
Tell us about the decision.
One of the least penalized teams in the league, only 5.5 per game on the season. Rodgers begins the drive from the 33. Warren left, good run. And Warren about 9.
This guy right here running the ball, Jalen Warren, went back and watched all his graded plays. So I got this, well, was the MVP. But talk about breaking some big runs. That's exactly what Jalen Warren has done for the Steelers this year.
Without a touchdown in 6 straight quarters. Got a first down here to get this drive going. As they were backup backs. Warren, oh, look at, we got some pushing going on here at the back end of that play. Warren for 3 years.
To really fit with Aaron Rodgers and what he would like to do. He likes to have one of the receivers. He certainly has that in Gainwell.
Story. He's inactive tonight. Great shot of Rodgers. Survey, pressure coming.
And there's no doubt that what we're seeing now and against these receivers. I mean, it's just as simple as that. Kyle Hamilton that time, a safety, corner. What?
2nd and 10 out quick, and those 2 come to Chloe Gilman, who was his teammate at Notre Dame as well. And Hamilton needs medical attention.
This is potentially a very big moment in this game. It's no matter how you want to slice it.
Gilman also with that helmet to helmet. He's the sideline, one, the other being looked at on the field. Help him, just check on him. Respect is heard from, so no safeties out. They go to Fryermuth and they get the first down at the 41-yard line.
Tried to go get there, but Aaron Rodgers saw it too fast. And we were talking to Pat Fryermuth, and the first time he heard.
Back in the day, it was the 3rd target and 1st reception by a tight end tonight. Again, both of those safeties and gets just a yard. Smith has run it 8 other times this year. And a
hit on yet, or at least I haven't, is that Darnell Washington, the other tight end, who had become such a blast. Darnell Washington, he simply was a huge part of this offense, and to lose him.
Tuesday, 2nd and 8. Rodgers putting it up top, and it's brought in by Thielen. At the family loves it.
How about no room? That's complete blanket coverage, and he knew he was going to zip it right by his ear. Maybe that drive right before the half, get him going a little bit, and here we go.
On Marlon Humphrey, the Thielen 7-yard line. One of the cool viral videos of this season was Adam Thielen's family starting the year in Carolina, and this to go back and maybe end his career. A Vikings team that had a great playoff run last year. The kids, when they were told, they were so excited during the break, and now they have all of a sudden become Steeler fans. Pretty cool to see Dad doing this at age 35. Down pass pattern. Rodgers swings it. Warren, pass Humphrey, 5-yard line to the Humphrey to turn what could have been nothing into something. 3rd and short coming up for the Steelers.
So this is again almost a run. It just happens to be a pass play. It's a run play, and now you just hope that your back can make one guy miss. He does.
Was cleared. Hamilton is being checked in the medical tent. And 3rd and 1. Again.
Goes to Warren.
It's 4th, and it looks to be less than a yard for the first down. big Cameron Hayward onto the field. Rodgers doesn't participate. Connor Hayward taking the snap. He's denied the touchdown, but it's 1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
With brother and others. I like that a lot. And there they are on the doorstep. At 10-10 right here, it would be big. And there's Kyle Hamilton, unfortunately, going off.
First play, and he's in the end zone. We'll check the flag. It's ruled a touchdown. It's ruled a touchdown by the official. It's a conversation going on for the moment. Here's Sean Smith.
Offside.
And Connor Hayward runs it in for his 2nd touchdown.
They snap to the line of scrimmage, ready for the other. And so the acceleration, once again, the no-huddle offense, we've seen it work.
Play is confirmed as a touchdown, and now we're an extra point from a tie game. Brother and another in this case.
Everything happens in Pennsylvania.
10-10. Steelers get the ball, take a long time coming down the field. Steelers on a quintessence all weekend, etched into the sidelines on the game balls as well. Happy to with 8:23 left here in the 3rd. If this game ends up in a tie, Pittsburgh wins the division. Fuller with the stop. And Connor Hayward returns to his Cameron Hayward returns to his defense.
Though, that's right. He's got a frog stance. Look at that. Barely any weight at all on those hands. Why do you do that? He's responsible for the gap to the inside, responsible for the gap to the outside, and so far, full frog alert.
For Derrick Henry. No gain. Think about it. The Steelers had the 3rd, and now the place is alive here in Pittsburgh.
Here they come, and against Cleveland, and they saw the way this one started, but now full engagement.
1. Jackson hit as he threw, incomplete. It is Hayward who is everywhere tonight. And haven't seen that official incomplete sign. Meantime, we have a Steelers you see down on the play.
So here is the 2 gap we were talking about. He's going to go right through the lineman, but he's responsible for both gaps on both sides. Stay square because he has either side responsibility, and there he goes. Makes the hit just the absolute best at his position.
And at the top of the frame, you saw the crossing routes and the contact. Jalen ran. As you have 3rd down coming up, Chris.
And he is sort of the equivalent, if you will, of Kyle Hamilton.
3rd and 9, terrible towels twirling everywhere. What? Highsmith deflected it.
Hayward, Highsmith, and TJ Watt. And that makes it all worthwhile for team. The surgery, the rehab, and the bounce finally came his way.
And let's give it officially for the game. Throws a pick. And Watt in his dramatic return from that collapsed lung surgery. Aaron will swing it out to Jalen Warren. Past Marlon Humphrey. Cuts back inside.
And Jalen Warren's not a big guy. He's 5'8", but he's built like a tank. You saw him down at Wheeling. He looks like a tank, and he has those kinds of quick moves that makes it very hard to get a clean shot on him.
Steelers with the extra offensive lineman in as they do so often. To the 15-yard line. Here's Melissa.
Mike, an update. We saw Lloyd Gilman and Kyle Hamilton collide. Both were for him to come out. When Gilman came out, they hugged. Gilman was cleared. Hamilton was in there with the concussions.
Teammates 1 year at Notre Dame, reunited here after the trade. 1st and 10 at the 15. Chidobe Awuzie holding on, along with Gilman trying to bring him down.
Mike, I can't tell you with Kyle Hamilton. So many of their blitzes, so many of their ability to get down and going now.
We're good. Blue 58! Blue 58! On 2nd and 3, right back. The Ravens defense was so bad at the start of the year. They had given up the most points in the league. Then the trade happened, and Gilman line of scrimmage, in the box, in the slot, all over the place. And it changed Zach Orr's defense, and they were the best in the league for a good stretch there.
With some idea.
3rd and 2. Timeout. Interesting you take the timeout there. He's so precious here at the end of the game.
Well, he went the hard count because he was going to try and steal that first down. It's 3rd down and 2 yards or whatever. So he goes hard count, and they all come charging. He's been doing that for years, but on this occasion, the Ravens, I agree. But that was their shot. That's what happened there.
Earlier in the first half, they were frustrated. But this is the Yinzers, as they like to say, these Pittsburgh fans with a chance. 3rd and a couple. Now they're scaling the short motion. Rodgers looking, throwing, end zone, incomplete for Freiermuth. Ravens defense keeps him out of the end zone. Field goal attempt coming.
This is a throw that Aaron would have on him, and is going to cover him perfectly in the back of the end zone. Can't do it better than that.
Short one from Boswell for the lead. He makes it from 25, so the intercept top. 4:28 left in the 3rd quarter in the final game. On his birthday, he has a chance to win the rushing the ball pretty much for an hour, except for 3 plays. Rasheen Ali's not going to have good field position.
Hayward coming up in a month, and if you watch Derrick Henry run the ball, it looks a little like Michaela's ship run, making plays tonight for the Ravens.
He is. Chris, the ball came out at the back end of that kickoff play, and they still have it. But the Steeler fans got excited there for a few seconds as they were hoping for LA having the ball pulled away from him by Carson Bruner. But the knee is down there. With Henry. No shivering through the gates there. Just straight ahead for 2 yards to the 25.
We got a fumble down here.
Now Derrick Henry.
A Lamar Jackson play here, or a Zay Flowers play. Somebody to just create a little space.
At the 34-yard line.
It really is hard to describe what it's like when Derrick Henry's higher doorway.
Yeah, it is.
And I was hoping he was just going to stop when he walked in and just see how close he came. Phenomenal.
Chance to win that 3rd rushing title here tonight. He gets a break. He'll take Alex Highsmith, who's been involved on multiple plays.
Watch the way that right back into the ball carrier. That all happened 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Henry back in, 2nd and 11. It'll be 2nd and 16.
False start. Offense number 81. 5 yards.
Ravens scored a touchdown in their first drive, field goal in their 3rd drive. Since then, they only have 2 for
conservative. John Harbaugh has to start making some decisions. And this, let's see if they're coming after him in this backed up situation and trusting their cornerbacks.
The Steelers' front has changed the tenor of this game. Throws complete. Mark Andrews. Watt is there. Chuck Clark is there.
Here he goes, chase him down the field, make the tackle.
Out. Will kick it. Calvin Austin back deep. Ben Skoranek, 15, nosing his way in. Out hangs one high. Austin is going to let it bounce. And it bounces just right. Jordan Stout doing his punter in the AFC. Steelers ball and a 3-point lead.
Field. And then you have the brotherly tush-push over the line with a little love, and tonight getting it done.
Connor played a little bit of quarterback in high school. The offense is back on the field for the Steelers with 1:04 left in the 3rd quarter. Bounce there for about 5 yards. It was Craig Ironhead Hayward, the legendary player with the New Orleans Saints over the years, model for being in the NFL, and here they are in a big game coming up with a big moment for the Steelers.
Down on the bench before the game, and he sat with his eyes closed, I'll bet you, for 15, 20 minutes.
2nd and 4 for Rodgers. Again, protected. It's now quick fire move. Ruled out with a concussion, so a huge issue for the Ravens as we flip ends of the. Will Baltimore come back and rally and grab the 4 seed? 1 quarter left in the regular season. Houston on Monday in the wild card round. 2nd and 5. Flag down game. That they're going to call him for a pick play and offensive pass interference.
Pass interference.
The problem that everybody gets wrong on those pick plays is you don't have to pick them.
What do? You
usually run into your back. But if you don't turn around and look back for the ball, the officials know you're picking.
And the Ravens come up with a defensive play. Back to the 26-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 8 here for the Steelers.
And we say this may be the biggest play to recapture some momentum with their offense and get these guys back out on the field. Some of those long drives in this game.
Well, their playmakers not there, right? In the old days, it was Ray Lewis and Reed and Suggs, and Kyle Hamilton's become that. Holding on to it for the first down at the 38-yard line. Awuzie was trying to rip it from him at the end, but the veteran
is way behind. Scantling had a lot of opportunities to win that game a week ago against Cleveland in that big moment in the game.
The Ravens just have not seen. Rodgers protected, thinking deep shot downfield towards Valdez. Scantling nearly intercepted. But we saw Rodgers deep shot towards Valdez Scantling, trying one there. Starks is all over it.
It's the way that the rookie Malachi Starks closes on the back end of this. He actually outran MVP.
Good all year. It's like all those Georgia defensive backs. They're at the top of the charts for snaps played on this, the 42-yard line. Another big 3rd down coming up.
Well, we have seen there because there aren't very many people that play cornerback that can get Jalen Warren on the ground in that situation.
Between the 48 and 49 here. It's not right on one of those yard markers. Derrick Henry's dying to get. Tries to escape. Got away from one, but not the rest. Mike Green gets him at the very end as Rodgers grabbing quickly at that left hand that was injured last month.
Here it is, the stunt downs, and getting that pressure that they really have not been getting was really key, and that Rodgers.
He can get Corliss Waitman will punt here for Pittsburgh. Protected, a lot of hang time. Hit anybody, it's picked up. I don't see a flag down either. The ball will be where
each other. Very fortunate the ball didn't hit either one of them.
Devontae Walker and Bijan
have been teammate to teammate.
Get it. Jack Sawyer, ball always finds him, but he can't advance there, Jack. Here in Pittsburgh, before the defense would come out on the field, and so often it has led to a big defensive play. Lamar Jackson, a much-needed Ravens gain of 15. There's an injured Raven back behind the play. Challenge has been for Baltimore as Andrew Voorhees, the left guard, is the one who's on a knee. They had with the Ravens being slowed down, could not get the ground game going.
So it was 5 for 10 for 67 yards. You take away the touchdown of 38 yards. He was needed as anything you could name in this football game if you're a Baltimore Ravens fan. They had to prove again.
And Derrick Henry, who had that great first quarter, quiet since in this second half. Henry only 3. The ball's at the 44-yard line. Voorhees goes off with the athletic training. Now in at left guard for the injured Voorhees. 10.5 left. Winner hosts Houston. Body down. Sezi Odomewo.
Just getting violent. And the reason that you're seeing Derrick Henry go outside so much is what the Steelers are playing. They have been between inside the tackle on each side, and they have just stayed in that front.
Free rusher Jackson tries to run away from it, takes a big hit, keeps going to the 50-yard line. Force up hot, some pushing after this play. The rookie Emory Jones was involved with the
in 4-down territory, then maybe you take a shot running the ball. Maybe you do anyway. It's tight ends to make a play.
Mark Andrews just 2 catches time. Now reloads and throws to Flowers downfield. He's got it for a touchdown! He escaped and finds Flowers, and the Ravens take the lead.
This is unbelievable. You are going to see a meeting at the quarterback, and somehow Lamar splits them and telling Flowers, go deep, go deep, go deep. He had to get his hand back on the ball and then just unleash it.
Queen, the linebacker, running down there with Flowers at the back end. Great recognition. He hasn't made the sack. Finds Flowers. The Ravens have the lead by 4.
Screaming, run!
Yeah.
When Lamar Jackson broke out, it was a key 3rd and 4, and yet Lamar just how you turn out to be 2-time MVP of the league.
Zay Flowers, who's had late season disappointment, comes up to the 40-yard line. Tyler Loop.
Free kick, first down.
So what about Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, at the end of the Steelers' last drive, we saw him grabbing that left hand, his non-throwing hand, but no exam. He's been grabbing it and flexing it and had a few slight grimaces while he was over.
Said it was feeling good when we visited with him on Friday. So now down 4, 8:42 to go. Down to your last. 58! All the communication, smoke it out quick to Valdez-Scantling.
Kyle Hamilton, when he's on the field, great things happen for this Ravens defense. He was simply everywhere. With him off the field, though, 10 points and over 5 yards per play allowed, and it has been a...
2nd and 3, the toss. Warren, good to the 38-yard line, 15 yards. Doesn't begin to tell you the story of that for him. Although the athletic training staff, I don't think, has seen it on that opposite side. Now, that powerful running of Warren that Chris talked about, evident again there. Jay Tampa will replace him in the secondary, already without Kyle Hamilton.
So thin at wide receiver for...
319! 319! The 58! Sideline. Lamont Smith takes him over there. On the first down gain of about 4 games.
It's what makes this series, I think, the most exciting one. But there's something gut level about the Steelers and Ravens when they play.
Rodgers slips it inside through the traffic. Part of the Green Bay-Chicago rivalry over the years, just dipping his toe in the water. This one is 2nd time playing it. Down to a play or 2 all the time. We're getting to that time right now.
Yeah, and I think we're probably completely spread formation, though. Oh, boy.
False start. Offense number 14. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
There you go, Gainwell with the rock.
Oh, it's on you.
A field goal from here is 54 yards. Play clock running. Rodgers throwing in the middle. It's Fairmouth. 1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
Right little double move.
Now they do, so he comes back to the huddle.
Kind of a masterclass with his creative big plays, and Aaron just sort of surgically, especially in this hurry-up style of play.
Left.
Whoa.
So that little cat and mouse to try to catch him with.
Aaron Rodgers has thrown 2 complete ropes in this game. That one was perfection. The one was perfection. And he knew it.
I liked it. 3 replacements for Baltimore. So now 5:19 left. 1 timeout for Pittsburgh at the 5-yard.
So much restriction is on this Ravens defense with the people in the secondary.
Here, they've got the extra offensive lineman on the field, and Spencer Anderson. The Steelers. Inside give to Warren, running left. Mason Rudolph, the backup quarterback, trying to get something handed to him here.
Game, man-to-man coverage on the outside.
Right.
It wouldn't even have been a thought. Aaron would have just taken the ball and thrown it right out there. Style for the Steelers without him.
4:40 to go, second and goal. Rodgers rolls it to the right, throws. CA is slow to get up. He's heading towards the sideline. Ravens going through their entire secondary here. The helmet communication was out, changing helmets.
But that was a huge reset for this line of scrimmage there. Would have gained the advantage. That was a rough go right there between the coach and quarterback.
Last timeout, did it? He did, and now the Steelers are out of timeouts. So that's so. Here in the next minute 53, replay assist becomes important because the Steelers can't challenge something they have no.
Are though, Mike? We've been sitting here saying that Aaron's calling the game from the line of scrimmage. I'm like,
over, right? So
I mean, those timeouts are, yeah.
So at 53 to go, ball's just inside the 2-yard line. Kenneth Gainwell's the best. Down! Court. That false start on third. Good rushing there by Robinson of Baltimore. But the extra point is good. And the Steelers lead by 3 with
this block right there. Watch him hustle and get on top of that. That is such a difficult block, but got him down when needed.
And Mike Tomlin, Kenneth Gainwell's got his Super Bowl ring from Philadelphia last year. And Aaron Rodgers is put there next Monday night. Still a lot of time. 3:49, 3 timeouts, time MVP.
And remember what this offense has been for Baltimore tonight. It's been 2 big plays. So now you put the ball in the hands of Lamar Jackson and say it is time, MVP.
Ravens regular return man, Keaton Mitchell. And that's the man who's going to take it. 5-yard line. And Melissa, Mike Tomlin's team up 3 with 3:43 to go.
Yes, and he is so animated. Cam Hayward and Nick Herbig. He's saying, I'm watching you all. And he's talking about smashing the run. He even goes up to that they are bringing.
Ravens drive starts at the 27. Played by the 36-year-old captain, Cameron Hayward.
Well, remember what they did on the last drive. They come out and run Derrick Henry on first down, they did. Now backs up against the wall. Now you have to allow Lamar.
Fakes it to Henry. Jackson in the middle. Caught by Ricard, the fullback. And it's a first down, 2:45 to go.
Ricard said, what you're throwing it to me? That is what you do. Sometimes the ball, and then he does, and they got a first down.
Well, they are replay assisting this to short. It should be third down. We had the run for Henry for first down.
Correct.
The second down play, so the announcement was different than the down box. Administrative reset of all the chains. And we'll start on the whistle. Jackson, shot downfield. Zay Flowers again. Zay Flowers inside the 20. He's gonna get. Let's see what that is. The Ravens react as though it is on him in this quarter.
Holding. Defense number 24.
Unbelievable. Zay Flowers behind the defense again.
And they got the clear out route on the outside by Devontae Walker and nobody.
Tyler Luke now has an important extra point. 24-20 the score, 2:20 to go. Wild fourth quarter.
There's nobody in the middle of the field. Look at that. I mean, in a football field.
The fourth lead change of the game, the third and the fourth there. Oh, look at Jalen Ramsey looking around like, where is everybody? Wow. And it's given the Ravens a 4-point lead, and now we Go back to the point that the Steelers are out. Big touchdowns in this quarter, 3 on the game. And Flowers, we mentioned the disappointment that's happened to him. One with Luke's last kick went out of bounds. This one won't threaten that. He's going to kick it deep. He'll get the ball at the 35.
These kind of moments right here.
Aaron told us on Friday, the league is so beautiful and frustrating. Running backs, well, he has the pen one more time, perhaps one last time, with a chance to write another chapter. If he doesn't, the Ravens will be division champs.
And cornerback Nate Wiggins, number.
From the 35, Rodgers inside, caught by Austin. No rush from Rodgers, so Pittsburgh will just let it spin down to the 2-minute warning. Pittsburgh 20 at the 2-minute warning. We're back in 30 seconds after this from AWS. And just like the rest of the season, who knows what's going to happen? It's been so unpredictable in so many ways. And for these teams, they've been in the end zone to decide what's going to happen. Timeout's not really much of a factor here now, Chris, with 2 minutes and the ball.
The Steelers were to score a touchdown here, they would be just a field goal away. So they're going to want to try to preserve.
For the Steelers at the Ravens 49. The 4-man rush. His forward progress is going to be marked up around the 41-yard line. So it's going to set up a couple of yards.
That'll be why.
Double move.
Gainwell slipping inside. Line with 1:25 left in regulation.
Beautifully done. Just when you knew the.
On from the Steelers as the time spins down on their season. The area over his head. 1:03 remaining here in the fourth.
But the difference was in on Aaron Rodgers,
yep.
And he did not play well. He was making mistakes. Tonight, we have not seen the confident Aaron Rodgers is one that's not getting hit.
They don't have that guy. Player with the most sacks has 4. Bit of a different look. Inside, the throw's high and incomplete. Thielen looking for a flag. He doesn't get it. And
when these two teams play, they're just bodies flying everywhere. I didn't.
Steelers need to get the ball to the 16-yard line. Calvin Austin is the lone receiver to the. Rodgers protected. Throws to Austin for the touchdown!
For the Baltimore Ravens.
Calvin Austin's 3rd touchdown. Sting, no good! No good! He missed the extra point. He had not missed one all year. At an unbelievable time to do that.
There's the slip. Gonna come up, came out here. He slips. There's no way anybody else can be responsible. And itching for somebody to make a play, and there it was.
And on the extra point, everything looked fine. That's just a crushing miss. He'd only missed 15 in his career. He had made 85 in a row, 89 including the postseason, and of all things at all times. So now a field goal for Baltimore would win the division. Fourth quarter where we've had 4 lead changes. Can he get it down there close enough for the rookie Tyler Luke?
3 timeouts. Time really should not be a factor here.
Eaton Mitchell, LeJante West. The numbers, got a good return going. There goes Mitchell, right around with those 3 timeouts. Keaton Mitchell, a big moment. And Chris Horton, the special teams coordinator, who played special teams for the Steelers special teams coordinator. Massive play. The ball is marked at their own 47-yard line.
They stay in that 5 down.
Throwing sideline, it is complete out of bounds at the 45-yard line to Devontae Walker, just 1.52. His 3 misses this year have been from 55 or more. So they've got to get it a little bit.
Receivers open, Mike.
Because with those 3 time grab, check the flag. Is it a formation?
It's not on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
That is Ronnie Stanley.
He tried to gain a little advantage, and they got him.
It's a good call. Your helmet has to break the belt line, and other times maybe let go. Sighted here, 2nd and 7 from midfield. Keeping the play alive. Now scrambling, lofting over the head of DeAndre Hopkins, whose name has not been called all night.
Hopkins thought that he wanted him to just stand there, and Lamar's saying, go down the field, you might have scored with this thing. Total miscommunication.
31 seconds left. It's 3rd and strong. Play clock running down. Steelers adjust the defense and bring. Jackson flings it out of play. Avoids the sack. But now it's 4th and 7, and the season comes down to 1 play.
And they went back to the blitz that they used, and just like he did in the first half, got pressure again. Wouldn't be surprised to see him come back. Because the one thing you...
Time to take a timeout. Get organized when it's 1 play for the season.
Was absolutely huge.
Of great moments, unpredictable plays, and now maybe the best rivalry of the NFL.
So many times you look to the veterans here, and Mark Andrews has been a guy over the years that you can, but I'm sure he would love a little redemption right now.
The Steelers bring that pressure.
Oh!
Held on to by Isaiah Likely at the 22-yard line. Or 12 seconds left in field goal position. Wow!
It's over here, but they have to commit coverage, so there's nobody left in behind. So if they can protect a jump, and my goodness gracious, Lamar Jackson, there have been questions this week. We've heard it all, right? And Lamar Jackson has delivered time after time and enough.
Think about Likely, Thanksgiving night, the touchdown he almost had against Cincinnati, fumbled out of the back of the end zone. 14 seconds left. Baltimore's 1 timeout, trying to line it up in the middle of the field for Loop. So Tyler Loop's opportunity, and he'll bring it all the way down to the end. He had only missed 1 in 4 years, and Harbaugh is telling Likely how special that play was to set up this, the most accurate kicker in the history of the league. Rodgers can't believe what he has just witnessed, what might be the end. And they decided Tyler Loop was made of the right stuff for moments like this. Regular season for the final spot in the playoffs. Tyler Loop from 44. Snappers are the champions of the North.